Hey, what's up? So this is Game with the Host, and I just wanted to make my first video pretty much explaining what I plan to do with my channel. So I mean, it's not just like a no commentary type thing. So pretty much I'm really into, building stuff. Um that's why I'm posting a lot of Minecraft, a lot of RPG, stuff that's really easy to just pick up and play, just because my living situation isn't so good right now. So I'm not really living in a home per se. So I can't really just, turn on the computer or turn on like, I don't have a indefinite power source is what I'm trying to say. So pretty much what I plan to do is maybe just vlog, some life things that I go through, how I take care of myself, or how I carry myself, live in my van, maybe encourage other people to do the same. Um, I'm gonna say, man, it is kind of complicated sometimes to not have really like a career track in place. And I think I think to myself, I've always been so good at explaining myself and explaining what I go through and explaining my situations, just like some of the people that I have watched on YouTube. Like, I've mostly seen them, explain their situation. I feel like in my own way, I've kind of had that trait where I can just, explain something. And I guess that's what I'm doing, pretty much explaining my channel and what I plan to do. I'm mostly into League of Legends. I used to play all these games on my computer. Once upon a time, I used to play all these games, but now since, they released mobile versions, and it's like, I mean, it's a lot of gigabytes to download, but I mean, I'm good on that. So, I had to switch over to the mobile versions. So, I mean, I love League of Legends, so I got to play Mobile Legends. Um, I also love Diablo. I recently got into Diablo not too long ago. It was like maybe like 2 years ago, maybe I got into Diablo, but I'm mostly into RPGs, you could say. Um, Mainly Fallout. I was like, I'm so into Fallout that I even still like reminisce on the days I was playing Fallout 1, Fallout 2. Um, because I mean, I played the heck out of the 3D version ones. I played the heck out of those like a lot. Just going around collecting stuff. I mean, it's a pretty niche game, because I mean, if you're not really one of those people who, like, if you know about the rules and regulations about being out at night and going out and exploring stuff, like, in person in these places, you can't really do that sometimes. You get trespassed. You can't really like take these trips into like these places and expect people not to get mad. So I feel like every time I would play the video games, it's like you can do whatever you want, pretty much, essentially. But I mean, obviously, the niche of the Fallout universe was to go around collecting stuff, observing stuff. And that's really, I used to spend hours just doing that. I mean, it's a fun thing to do. I mean, I used to gather around with my friends. They obviously, they recently reached out to me, say they want to go on a camping trip, and I was thinking about maybe I wanna vlog that, because I got this insanely expensive iPhone that maybe I wanna, use the camera, to completion, and maybe, vlog some stuff with my friends, going out and camping and stuff. And we're pretty much gonna game, because I do have a generator and stuff. So technically, I mean, I'm gonna bring that with me when we do this trip. So we pretty much got 2,000 watts of power. They cook on butane and all that, so I mean, that's covered pretty much. But you know Um, I I am doing this, to be honest, I am doing this just for the sake of my own sanity. Um, I'm hoping that somebody on here takes a chance on me and walks with me in this life. I mean, I recently, it was not recently, it's like it's been 6 years ago. I was with somebody for 2 years and 8 months. I was with someone. It was someone's really special. I was with someone really special, and this was 6 years ago. And just this year or a couple years back, I mean, it was kind of like these sparks of attraction that I would have to think about this person, and mainly it's been hitting me now more than ever because I don't know why. I mean, the said person is I mean, their sign is a Gemini. I'm a Sagittarius, so um I mean, I don't know, man. So I mean, I just recently just started to think about this person, and you go down a trip of memory lane, and you try to reach out to the person, and I mean, only to find out you're blocked, because that's what happened with me. She pretty much blocked me. I mean, I wouldn't see why she would block me, because pretty much during that whole relationship years, I mean, I kept it as simple as I could. I mean, to be 100, to be maybe 80 to like 90% like really true, I truly didn't know who I had with me. I'm not gonna lie. I maybe was a little bit naive to think that for the time that I was with this person, I didn't really know and who I was with. And that's just been coming to me, just like flashbacks and stuff like that, and like, just kind of reflecting on the past, just getting over that. But obviously what I plan to do to get over these kind of, you know I wouldn't say delusions, but I would say that they're like almost fantasies, pretty much, because you know how the brain works. The brain likes to take a trip down memory lane, and it could keep going down that trip until you as a person see that you're not going down that lane, because the physical you is not with that person anymore. So the brain can keep thinking about it, but it's up to the motor function to snap it out of that. And I feel like this starting a venture, here on this YouTube platform would maybe help me try to get over this hunch that I I would say both of us put each other in. Maybe she's already moved on. I'm not really too invested in that, but what I am invested in is in my sanity. And I want, to stay and remain calm, through this whole thing. And I plan to maybe show some kind of depth, or some kind of, third eye, or some kind of, viewpoint on something that maybe some people miss sometimes. Or I don't know. I just plan to bring a good vibe to this platform, and to show what I love to do, and nothing but peace and just like respect. That's what I just truly would always keep me in a place of of just contentness, just something that's just everyone can enjoy, and anyone can do, like, this whole venture, this whole life, this whole growing up as a kid, and then going through life, and being a man. I mean, I can comfortably tell you I am 20 years old, and they still ID me to buy the cigarettes. I mean, I can't say that I am a young person, But in my eyes, I have aged to a age I'm 28, okay? I'm going to be 28 this year in December 5th. That's my birthday. So it's crazy for me to come this far and realize that I essentially almost still look like my younger self. It's crazy to me how I haven't aged a day. I mean, maybe I'll see it in the upcoming years, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking I'm looking astonishingly handsome, and I understand this. You know, it's it's easy to hear these compliments, but sometimes the hardest thing is to move forward in life is from the past experiences that you've gone through. And that is just one thing that I've been just battling over the past 6 years in silence, just battling this crisis over getting over a breakup that, I mean, we were both comfortable enough to break up with each other. You know, I even told her, hey, let me collect my laptop the last time. That's all I want, my laptop. And then I collected my laptop, I gave her a hug, and I gave her a kiss on the forehead, and I said goodbye. And then after that, the no contact initiated, and that was it, bro. You know, she went her separate way. Obviously, she's doing better than me, because think about it. People wouldn't block you if they weren't doing better than you. They're obviously doing better than me. And you see, for me, though, I'm not going to lie. For me, I've always saw myself like a monk. I would wrap myself in sheets, walking around the street, smoking my cigarette without a care in the world. I would do this. I've always considered myself a monk. And I really have truly no interest in the value of money. Obviously, it opens doors for you, yes. But for me, truly, what I truly value is the memories, the time I spent with these people, the things we did, everything. I value all of this. And I always take it into consideration that I hope that one day this person would reach out to me, and maybe we can consolidate anything and try to fix anything as friends. I mean, for me, I feel like the most important thing that I've lost is a friend. I could, you know, the part of love and sex and all of that is optional. The want for that person's you know, comfortness, the want for their company is what really I truly desire from that person. But obviously they moved on in their life, and you know, they can't do that. So at some point, you know, I have to look after my future and what makes me happy. And that's what I plan to do here on this platform. I plan to just try to release a good vibe into the world that just resonates with people, and maybe they can relate back to me, and maybe they can do the same for themselves, you know, because everyone has a chance. You know, we live in a vast universe that everyone has a chance. Everyone can do whatever they, you know, so well want to do. And that's what I'm trying to do here. And, you know, I plan to play my video games and stuff like that, and, you know, try to, like, you know, take some good shots of what I do. I also do photography. I do, I mean, I took some classes back in, like, college for Photoshop, so I'm pretty good at, you know, taking really good high def pictures. I mean, I even got a camera. So I mean, I just plan to release a good vibe, man. That's it, you know. And you know, obviously it's gonna be a little bit tougher, you know, doing that from a van, because obviously I'm lacking some kind of, you know, tools. But I plan to do it. I really plan to do it. I plan to be enticing. I plan to, you know, to try to, you know, if people want any kind of, you know, advice from me, or, if they can give me advice, I wouldn't mind. So I mean, anything I can really have, I would take. It's not all about money with me. But you see, other people have different view on what that is for them. Whether they need that then, whether they need it now. You see, maybe for me it wasn't so urgent that I would need money right then and there from anyone. But for that person, that dynamic was different. They're not willing to risk it all to try to, maybe try to make it work with you, or, you know, it's all different dynamics. And for me, that's what my dynamic was. I really won't go into detail too much just because I don't plan to make this like some kind of like, sad thing. For me, what makes me really excited is to really share with someone, like what I plan to do with what I can do, So, I mean, like I said, my friend, he reached out to me and he wants, to do like, a camping trip, and I have no problem with that. I mean, I'm excited to do that. And like I said, I'll probably put in like on a 4K 60p here, and show it to the world, and show my friends, and just bring a good vibe. um, Hopefully it resonates with other people, because like I said, at the end of the day, I'm planning to do this for my own sanity, just so I don't go crazy, here by myself, or having conversations that don't matter, but except I have a conversation, idly with someone, with them just watching, one of my videos or something like that, just, like an explanation is always worth it, and I think that's the least things I've gotten my whole life, is an explanation for why things happen. But I mean, I'm not gonna bug them about it. I just plan to maybe, hopefully, um, try to, try to move forward with my life, because I mean, I'm telling you, I'm 28, and my niche is computers, so I love the computer art. I'm parked right here next to the college. How ironic it is, and I'm not going to school yet, but I do want to go to school yet. I'm signed up, but there's something going on with the financial aid and the federal charges, and it's a little bit difficult right now for that even to go through. So I mean, um, there's a lot of bumps in the road, but I mean, it's nothing I can't get through. I mean, most people in my position at 18, the guy already lost his mind, but I'm I'm just trying to I'm just trying to make it work for myself, because I know we're only getting older and our parents can't be there for us, our whole lives. So at some point, you're supposed to be destined to take charge and make a life for yourself, and you got to find a way you're gonna eat, or you got to find a way on how you're gonna, you know um you know live or visit people, or it's all like individual responsibility that people have to learn at a certain age. And I think I've just been on this journey, just by myself, and I kind of feel like if maybe I can show other people that I've managed to stay in such, good health, and, living in a car, living just in general, um, maybe I can be encouraged myself to, definitely stay healthy myself. Um, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the people I do watch here on YouTube, like, they have encouraged me to kind of, somehow not to like not to feel like there's no other way to maybe connect with people, instead of, you always messaging someone or always having to call them. There's many other ways that people can connect, and the main thing that I've realized is people connect over videos, the posting of every day and what they do, and what's important to them, and what their hobbies are like, and everything is interesting. And I think that um I just want to maybe um do more interesting things, to maybe be more adventurous in my own life, and not feel so like so down, or so so sad, you would say, because certain people are not in my life. And one more thing I wanted to add is when I was dating this girl, I wasn't just dating this one girl, this one woman. I was dating I was pretty much, like the whole, you're pretty much, if you're dating her, you're dating the whole family, pretty much, type thing. So it's like you had to, you had to you know you had to say hello to her whole family. It wasn't just you show up for her and that's it. Nope. You had to go in there. You had to do the whole ritual with the family and formal type stuff. It was a different thing that I was not prepared for. I was not used to, you would say, because it was my first relationship. And so, I mean, it was something I just wasn't prepared for. I truly didn't know what I had. So eventually I just want to, do more adventurous things and more interesting things, to try to maybe get that part of myself that I maybe might have lost or left somewhere in the past. So, just to be a better person to those and those around me, and, to maybe just be more adventurous, just be more interesting. Um, because that's what life is about. Life is about, being interesting and doing fun things that other people would like to do, and they can do. Certainly they could do. Um, I mean, that's pretty much what I plan to do here on this channel. As you can see, I love Minecraft. I love Call of Duty. Um, I have fun making all those videos, and I play whenever I can, because this thing gets so hot sometimes. I gotta cool it off with the AC, and that wastes too much gas, and it's it's a rabbit hole in its own, man. So um, I find ways to do it, um, and yeah, I hope I wasn't too boring.